Here's a look at this day in history. December 19th.
In 1777, General George Washington and his Continental Army went into winter quarters in Valley Forge, Pennsylvania. In 1843, Scrooge became a symbol of Christmas when Charles Dickens published his holiday classic, A Christmas Carol. This day in 1972, America's last manned flight to the moon, Apollo 17, returned to Earth. And on this day in 1998, President Bill Clinton was impeached. At issue, his affair with White House intern Monica Lewinsky. The House of Representatives charged that the president had lied to a grand jury about his sex life, and he had encouraged Lewinsky to deny the affair. Clinton was later tried and acquitted by the Senate, and the president kept his job. And that's this day in history.
Now for the daily holidays, let's look for Evergreen Day, National Hard Candy Day, and finally, Holly Day.
This is Franciscan Media's Saint of the Day for December 19th. Today we celebrate Blessed Pope Urban V. In 1362, the man elected pope declined the office. When the cardinals could not find another person among them for that important office, they turned to a relative stranger, the holy person we honor today. The new Pope Urban V proved to be a wise choice. A Benedictine monk and canon lawyer, he was deeply spiritual and brilliant. He lived simply and modestly, which did not always earn him friends among clergymen who had become used to comfort and privilege. Still, he pressed for reform and saw to the restoration of churches and monasteries. Except for a brief period, he spent most of his 8 years as pope living away from Rome at Avignon, seat of the papacy from 1309 until shortly after his death. He came close but was not able to achieve one of his biggest goals, reuniting Eastern and Western churches. As pope, Urban continued to follow the Benedictine rule. Shortly before his death in 1370, he asked to be moved from the papal palace to the nearby home of his brother, so he could say goodbye to the ordinary people he had so often helped. The new saint of the
Verse today is from Judges. And there was a certain man of Zorah of the tribe of the Danites, whose name was Manoah, and his wife was barren and had no children. And the angel of the Lord appeared to the woman and said to her, Behold, you are barren and have no children, but you shall conceive and bear a son. Therefore be aware, and drink no wine or strong drink, and eat nothing unclean. For lo, you shall conceive and bear a son. No razor shall come upon his head, for the boy shall be a Nazarite to God from birth. And he shall begin to deliver Israel from the hand of the Philistines. Then the woman came and told her husband, The man of God came to me, and his countenance was like the countenance of an angel of God, very terrible. I did not ask him whence he was, and he did not tell me his name, but he said to me, Behold, you shall conceive and bear a son. So then drink no wine or strong drink, and eat nothing unclean. For the boy shall be a Nazarite to God from birth to his day of death. And the woman bore a son, and called his name Samson. And the boy grew, and the Lord blessed him. And the Spirit of the Lord began to stir him in Manaharadan between Zorah and Eshtaol. Bible trivia. What caused Cain to become angry with Abel? The answer, because God liked Abel's offering better. Today's question. When Jacob had a dream of the ladder going up to heaven, what did he see going up and down it? And the joke of the day, what did the snowman order at Wendy's of Frosty? And finally, the birthdays for the rest of December are Jack, Sebastian, Aaron, Daniel, and Gwen. And on behalf of all the producers and directors of the Blue Water Vicariate School's video of the day, and especially myself, Deacon John, have a very Merry Christmas.